Hey everyone, how you doing? Sean here. Hope everyone's week's off a good start. We're midway through. We just got through the snowstorm. Kids are back to school. Some shops are starting to open up. We're back out of lockdown. So some really good signs here in Sarnia, Lambton, which is absolutely amazing. But I'm here today to talk to you about is I just got the RBC monthly market update, and that gets sent to me from Trevor Roberts at RBC Dominion Security. They're some pretty good money managers here in Sarnia, Lambton. So if you ever want a second opinion on your dough, great guys to talk to. And this is put out by one of RBC's head economists, and they kind of give an overlook of all of Canada and what's going on with the housing market. And really, a lot of it's no surprise to, I think, to most of us, especially any of the buyers that are in the market right now and are really feeling those multiple offers and those bidding wars that we're seeing over and over again. But here's some quick numbers for you. We're down 23% of inventory compared to last year at this time, but the buyer demand is still the same, really. Like we're seeing record low interest rates right now, but still the buyers. Like in the last month alone, I think we were down by like 14% on inventory. But so prices have actually gone up by 20% in the last year, which is absolutely bananas. So I think what we're seeing right now is A, it's the winter market, so we usually have a few people that don't go on the market, and then B is the last year we've been going through COVID, so I think we have a lot of sellers that said, hey, I really don't need to sell. I'm just going to put the brakes on for now and wait till COVID's over to sell. So what we see is a couple indicators we're seeing in the market right now, and the interesting thing they mentioned in this RBC report here was odds of policy intervention keeps increasing. So that means is when the government comes out and they look at changes in policies to really help cool down the market. And the big problem right now they're trying to juggle really is, it's probably one of the strongest sectors in Canada right now is the housing market through the whole COVID situation we've been going through. So how do you slow the housing market down so prices stop increasing and we stop losing that affordability index without derailing one of the strongest sectors here in Canada right now, the housing market? So I wouldn't be surprised if you see some changes happening. A lot of this to me is deja vu from 2017. If anyone that was in the market, it was going bananas, it was going crazy, it was going crazy. The government came out with some changes with the stress test for the mortgages. They put the foreign buyers tax here in Toronto, and we saw prices level out a little bit, not necessarily drop. So kind of what I see happening here in Sarnia, Lambton right now is I don't see prices dropping in Sarnia. And I know it's bananas, the prices, to anyone that's lived in Sarnia the whole life. But to me, really, the market's playing catch up. For like 16 years I've been in real estate now. The average house price when I started was $185,000. The provincial average back then was $350,000. So we look at today, we're sitting around, let's say, $430,000 for argument's sake. So, in 16 years, we've only gone up just over $200,000 on the average house price. So to a lot of people, it sounds banana, especially the people that lived in Sarnia, Lambton their whole life, but we're really playing catch up, and it's still a very affordable place to live. Like I think the average family income in Sarnia is close to around $100,000. I know there's a lot of people that make less, there's some people that make more, but still a very affordable place to live for everything we have to offer here. So, what's that mean for sellers? If maybe there is some intervention or the market does cool off a little bit. Again, I don't think prices are going to drop. So if you're a buyer trying to time the market because your crazy uncle says don't buy right now because houses will crash, historically, he's been wrong, just so you know. In every recession we've had in Sarnia, Lambton, prices have actually always gone up by a few percent, and then they start to do that slow trend upwards. So where I caution people is, if you're a buyer and you've bought a house cash and you're going to put your home on the market in a few months, you could run into some trouble. I'm not saying you will, you could. So I would just make sure you got some flexibility in that budget. Maybe, some money each way. Maybe if you got less for the home than you're planning, you can make up that difference. Anyone that's kind of wanting to put their house on the market right now, but needs to move, but afraid of COVID and the showings and how that would all work out, maybe it is the time to take advantage of that because the market is bananas. You're going to get more money now. Maybe in the future, if the market does cool off, you're not going to see those 10 offers anymore. You might see one or two. I've been through it. I've been licensed for 16 years, so I've seen the up and downs of the market. And the people that maybe think of putting their home for sale but are worried what to do. Where do I go when there's nowhere to go? And that's why we started Blue Coast Retreats. And so we got all these places set up in the city of Sarnia. Now, they're furnished places. They're absolutely gorgeous. We just move you into them while your house is being sold now. So we've kind of covered off some safety concern people maybe have, people from working home. Where do I work when there's nowhere to go on the internet? We set you up with these places with internet, full kitchens. You can just go there for 2 days and catch up on laundry, really, if you want to. So, really keep an eye on the market. Really, when you're making your decision, especially when you're buying first, maybe selling in the future, really weigh those options. Talk to a professional here in the city, kind of what they see the market doing and the trends, because, everyone has a bit of a different opinion, but that's just what the numbers are telling me right now. What do you guys think? Do you think the government's going to step in, some intervention to cool off the market, or do you think it's just going to keep going bananas? And again, thank you, Trevor Roberts from RBC Dominion Security, for sending this over every month. It's always a great read to see the insights of here in Sarnia Lambton. So everyone, be safe, have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.